Hey, boss.
Where have you been? It's been 2 weeks since your last video.
2 weeks since I uploaded a video? No way.
Yeah, and the fans have been asking for this.
Well, I guess you're right, but they wanted a realistic rebuild, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to get associated with the people of Vegas right now.
I don't care, just get the video done.
All right, yeah. I'll finish up what I'm doing right now. It's just me and the commish. We just finished up that new 2014 playoff format, and we decided to take a little break right now.
You're taking a break? You just started the job.
All right, I'll get back in the studio, make something as soon as I'm done with
You
this
need
hand
to get
fight.
back in the
That's right, Gary. Suck it. All right, now that I've won that hand, you know what we should do? Put an expansion franchise in Honolulu. This whole Seattle thing, nah, not worth it. Honolulu, call them something like the Hammerheads and give them the most obnoxious color scheme you've ever imagined. And we will sell a ton of tickets. How's it going, everybody? Rybrad here today, and we are back with another episode of our Vegas Golden Knights franchise mode. And I want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the intro video. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro to this video. Sorry it's taking me so long to get it up, but here we are. It's here, and you guys decided that you wanted it to be a realistic, not necessarily rebuild. I was going to say rebuild, but a realistic franchise mode. So I'll try and keep it as realistic as possible. Sometimes the computer might make me a trade. I may have to, go one way or the other. And, if things don't go well, I may throw that whole realistic thing out the window because I want to win a Stanley Cup. So we're listed as a contender, which is good. Now, I toyed with the idea of trading Schmidt at the throughout last video. His contract of nearly $6 million for the next, 5 years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. 6-year contract at $6 million for Schmidt. Not exactly what I would say good value. But I don't think anybody's going to want that contract. Besides, I think he just signed that contract. So we will keep that contract for now. Like I said, Alec Martinez, Shea Theodore, those are guys I want to keep around. Obviously, I don't see anybody at the top here that I could realistically move. As far as goaltenders to be moved, probably not going to move Marc-Andre Fleury, which kind of sucks because realistically, I don't see them getting rid of Flower, and especially since they acquired Leonard for the push. I don't think, on paper, this team needs forward depth more than it needed a backup goaltender. But I'm going to go ahead and take a quick looky here and see if there's anybody on the trade block, if anybody's team right now that I could potentially go after. Definitely don't want to go after Kessler. The Coyotes, no, nobody. Grabner actually would not be a bad guy to go get. But again, he's not really moving the needle. Lawrence Pilot. Here at the beginning of the season, I don't think too many people are going to be on the trade block. Derek Ryan, yeah, these are just some bad contracts. I don't want to take on too many bad contracts. That's the problem. Then we got Stahl here. It's a kind of a rich contract. Jonathan Toews, I mean, honestly, the game always wants to trade him, but let's be honest, he's not moving anytime soon, I would say. Wilson here. Wilson's not a bad guy to go out and get. He's listed as a playmaker. He fits our top 6. He's on an expiring contract, so he would not be a bad guy to go after. Heck, what would they want from us? Holden, a 6th and a 7th. Ooh, I could do that. I'm gonna wait on that because I don't think Colin Wilson's exactly the guy, the perfect depth piece. But we definitely need forward depth. Zach Cassian did just get a contract extension from them, so I'm not going to go after him. Chason maybe is a guy to go after as a power forward, right? Yeah, he's listed as a power forward. He fits our third line. He's the kind of guy we could go after. See what it. No trades found for him. Okay, so still looking like Colin Wilson of the Colorado Avalanche is our best bet. Jared Spurgeon is contract extension. Marcus Foligno isn't necessarily the depth that we could probably go after. Some of these guys, I mean, I could see Montreal trading Tatar or Petrie. Tatar would not be a bad guy to go after. He'd be a good second liner, but I think our top 6 is pretty full as far as guys that have a place there. Now, we could always improve on it. I'm not opposed to improving on it. Don't get me wrong. But just the ability to fit him in where he wants. And realistically, the spots available are our bottom 6. They are all pretty much up for grabs. And if I can improve it anywhere, I definitely would. So guys like Evander Kane, Logan Couture, yeah, well, they may want to get rid of him. I don't want them. Not on those contracts. Steen, I think he's got 2 years left on his deal. Yeah, he does. Let's go ahead. Tampa Bay. What do you want? Tampa Bay's got nothing to give. Same thing there. Vancouver. No. Vegas. That's us. Washington, Hagelin, not on the 4 years at $2.5 million though. Winnipeg, Perreault, not 2 years at $4 million. Thank you. So really the only guy that I foresee us potentially going after would be Colin Wilson. That's really all that I could see us going after. So if we go ahead and take a reminder for you guys about the lines, it looks like this. So maybe a guy like Nosek or Reeves. Really, William Carrier is the guy I would look to replace. And I would really need a sniper for that bottom, for that third line there. We got the two-way grinder. We got two-way grinder here. But replacing William Carrier is probably what I'd want to do. I think he's got a contract extension too of like 1.4 million. Derek Engelland there is scratched. Holden. So the Holden trade, I could replace Holden with Engelland here. And that would work. Engelland doesn't get us any kind of a +1 down there. He's a defensive defenseman alongside of John Merrill's defensive defenseman. If I moved Nate Schmidt to that third pairing, it would work, but let's see. Yeah, I don't get any bonus for moving Engelland up. I guess I'm fine with two defensive defensemen. Well, we have a lot of left-handed defensemen. Engelland is currently our only right-handed defenseman. So scratched Holden here. Holden is 32, so 1 year left on a $2 million deal. I think the Colin Wilson deal makes sense, guys. Holden a 6th and a 7th for Colin Wilson. Wilson is a direct upgrade over William Carrier. I know Carrier just got a contract extension, but I think it's only like 1.4 million. So let's go ahead and make that trade right now. I know I said go ahead twice, but let's do it. They want to give up Calvert too. Matt Calvert here. How many years left on your deal? 2 years left at 2.85. He's listed as a sniper. He fits our third line. Ooh. That could be the move instead of Colin Wilson, because Calvert, same age, third line sniper, would give us chemistry, fits the third line, would fit with Tuck, and I want to say Cousins. Yeah, that's a good guy to throw on that line there. I think instead of Wilson, I'm going to do Calvert. We'll see. I think they wanted Holden, right? Holden, yeah, that's fine, unless Engelland. Holden's got a contract extension, so we're going to go ahead and move him. And go ahead and throw in the 6th. And oh my God, that leaves us with no picks. How about just the 7th? We would be over the league maximum salary cap. So it is really that close against the cap. Could I move a skater here? Somebody with pretty much no value, but a little contract. John Merrill, not really the guy I'm looking to get rid of. Could I get a throw in here? Ryan Reeves contract. I can't wait to have that one off the books. This guy's with that wouldn't help us out because he's in the AHL. His contract's buried. So it's not hurting us too much, but we got anybody in the NHL. Nosek here. Thomas Nosek. Wait, what? Could I bury Carrier's contract? Is that like an option? If I send him down, do I get a little bit more cap space? I don't know if his contract is big enough for us to get any kind of cap relief from sending him down. But we'll at least give it a try, right? Send down Carrier. We're going to send Holden out, so that's fine. We're just going to go best lines. I will fix them in a minute after we make the trade. That looks absolutely horrible. But that's because we have a defenseman playing on our fourth line. So we'll go find a trade for Matt Calvert. Just see what the computer is willing to part with, or exactly what they want from us for Calvert. What do you want for him? Nick Holden and a 6th. You know what? I'm going to do that. That's what I was hoping to do anyway. And it's going to work. We do get the cap relief just enough from sending Carrier down. So there we go. Unfilled lines. There we go. We got him, boys. We got Calvert. Hopefully, it's true and he does fit our third line there. But Reeves has got to move. Calvert, Stevenson, and Cousins. There we go. So Marchessault. Oh, what did I have the lines? Did I have Pacioretty up there? Who was where? Why was it? Why? Oh, Stastny. There we go. I think something like, no, Stone was definitely on that first line. Was it Marchessault instead of Pacioretty? It might have been Marchessault instead of Pacioretty. That's Nick Cousins. Who do we have scratched right now? Nobody. Calvert, Tuck, and Cousins. I think Cody Glass is a third line checking forward. Let's go ahead and call him up. I want him to play on that third line center, and then we should be good to go ahead and simulate a month or two in the system. Forwards, Glass. Let's call him up. Beautiful. We actually have some nice depth. we don't have enough cap space to call him up. We'll send down, who do we want to send down? Who's not going to play any? Cousins maybe? Yeah, Cousins is probably not going to play. We'll send him down. There we go. We get just enough cap relief to go ahead and keep Glass up on the roster. I say go ahead way too much, as I'm realizing now. But we're going to ignore that, and we're going to go ahead and set our lines. We're going to best lines it again here, boys. Stastny up there on the first line gets us a +1. Stone, I'm not moving Stone off that first line. We're going to move Pacioretty off the first line and keep the +1s like that, I think. +1 of Calvert, Glass, and Tuck. Reeves, Stevenson, Nosek, fine with me. +1s. Defensively, yeah, looks good to me. Power play wise, what are we looking at? Stone, Carlson, Marchessault, Smith, Pacioretty. Who up here doesn't fit? Carlson does not fit on the first. Oh, Paul Stastny would get us a +3 up there. Stone, I'm going to keep him up there. Carlson, just to spread out some of the love. Cody Glass doesn't exactly fit, but we'll keep the 0. I'm not confident on how this season's going to go, but Nosek and Reeves. Okay, so the penalty kill looks good. Cody Glass does not seem to work. So we will not put him on there. I think we can put Stevenson's already on there, I think. Nosek's already. Nosek, Reeves, Stevenson are all already on there. Left wingers, no Patches. Not Calvert. Tuck, maybe? We'll see if we can get Tuck. Yeah, Tuck doesn't change it whatsoever. So I guess we could put Cody Glass back on there, even if he doesn't fit. At least give him the ice time, right? Yeah, actually he gives us a +1 because he's a two-way forward. So I'll take it. I'll take the +1 over even. If I can get it, especially because it gives Cody Glass some extra ice time. Our goaltenders are Leonard starting over Fleury. I would rather see if Fleury can get the statistical boost if we have a really good season out of one of them. So in the AHL, here we go. We'll best lines it. Really not too much we can do down here to help him out. Nicholas Hagu. I don't know how to say his name. It's definitely not the last one. But those are the lines that we are going to go ahead and simulate now, guys. I'll probably get up through about 3 months, maybe to January 1st, and we'll make a decision then based on where we want to go with this roster. But let's go ahead and just, simulate up through the end of October through November. Yeah, we'll get through the preseasons. Preseason's usually, like I said, a good litmus test for how we're going to do. 2-0-1, 3-0-1. Gotta love that. 4-0-1. We do lose to Calgary there, and there we go. 5-1-1. That spells, that's promising for us throughout the season. And there we go. We get started with 2 early wins against a divisional opponent there. 3-0 to start the season. Wow, we absolutely obliterate the Coyotes. You know what the nice part is? We're really not going to have any letdown in goaltending too. It's one of those things that I would be worried about, if we had an 80 overall goalie. But then again, I've done a couple experiments on my channel, and it doesn't really seem like goaltending overall matters too much as we go 10-3-1 in the first 14. I'm here talking about experiments in Shell 20, and we go 10-3-1 in the first month. What a first 4 games. I mean, we allowed 1 goal in 3 games. We shut out the Sharks twice. We won 8-4. Then we lose a really good one against Calgary and Anaheim. Ladies and gentlemen, Anaheim is in first place in the division, and Jonathan Marchessault is doing really well for us. But that's only the first month. Everything can change here in the second month. We could come back down to earth. I think the Ducks will probably come back down to earth, and we'll start to see, us, the Flames, I don't know who else was up at the top with us, but I think some of those teams will start to establish ourselves at the top, or maybe okay. The Carolina Hurricanes coach lasted promptly 1 month in the job, and they immediately fired him. Oh, that is a short leash, guy. I feel kind of bad for him, but that's all right because we're doing really, really well. We are 14-4-1 so far. Through 20 games, we are 15-4-1. Dang, guys, we are absolutely killing it. I think we're on pace for 60 wins. As we were a quarter of the way through the season at the Blackhawks game, and we had 20 wins. We had 15 wins. And times 4, it's 60. Anyway, my math is currently failing me, and, the team is kind of failing in this past 2 weeks. We went 2-4, 3-4, I should say. in 2 weeks. So not great, but again, we're not going to just blitz the league. I don't think we're that kind of team yet. But right now we are performing really well. The Stars ahead of us in the Western Conference. So are the Leafs as far as the league standings. And we are tied with the Capitals through the same amount of games played. We do have more wins though. So now there are 28 games in the season at December 1st. Let's go ahead and check out what the stats are looking like. Jonathan Marchessault doing really well there. 10 points on the power play as well. 12 goals, 16 assists. So that means he's got 18 even strength points. Paul Stastny seems to be doing well as our second line center and our first line power play center. Same thing with Max Pacioretty, who I believe is on our second line. And let me double check his ice time. Yeah, he's on the second line. And he's got 25 points in 28 games, 12 goals. That's beautiful. Mark Stone and Carlson are the final 20-point getters. Let's stick with just forwards for now. Carlson with 10 and 10 and 20 points in 28 games. So I'd like to see him perform a little bit better as our first line center. But then again, he's not getting that power play boost. He is playing 19 minutes, but most of his points are going to have to come at even strength, so I won't be too upset with that. Alex Tuck, Glass, and Calvert are a minus, where Stevenson, Reeves, and Nosek are just kind of there. Ryan Reeves with 8 points in 28 games. Good for him. 20 penalty minutes, though. We have a lot of PIMs on this team, and that's going to scare me when it comes time for the real-time simulation in the playoffs, assuming we make it. I'm pretty sure we're going to make it. But Alex Tuck with a -7. Would love to see you do a little bit better, my guy. You're signed to a great deal if you can just grow for us. Like, honestly. Then on the back end, we have Alec Martinez and Braden McNabb. Nate Schmidt also. Nate Schmidt's a -8. He's playing with Shea Theodore, I think, on that first pairing. The second pairing's definitely the best. And then Englund and Merrill are doing just fine. 2 defensive defensemen. +12, +11, and 7 and 6 points. They're doing better than Shea Theodore. Shea Theodore, come on, my guy. You got to do better than that. But then again, we kind of need a bona fide number one. We have a bunch of second pairing guys. And you know, if this was real life and you just kind of rolled the lines smartly, if the coach did that, you could kind of balance out everybody's ice time, but I'm not too sure. And in goal, Marc-Andre Fleury as the backup. I'm pretty sure I wanted Fleury to be the starter. I mean, he's 4-2 with an absolutely horrible stat line, so team must be playing well when he gets in there, but Leonard seems to be taking the lead role from Marc-Andre Fleury, and I tried to fix that. I guess the game just was like, nah, fam, we're going to put Robin Leonard as the starter. But, yeah, Stastny, Pacioretty there. Yeah, that's fine. Tuck instead of Smith. I don't want to really bench Stone. There's really nobody I would move around, like let's be honest, here to get any kind of better chemistry. Defensively, maybe switching like a Martinez and a Schmidt. I think I might put Alec Martinez up on that top line and put Braden McNabb down with Schmidt, kind of balance it out. Because the first line's really not playing well, and that just probably has to do with them being an 84 and 83, but who knows, it could be the individuals in the sim. I know I shouldn't change if it shouldn't change anything if it's working, but we're going to go another month here. Round out this video halfway through the season. We'll get to the 41 game mark. There's 3 points out of 4 possible. And the Islanders game, we lose in overtime. That's still a point, and there's a couple losses. But we do pick it right back up with a win, follow it up with a loss, and a 6-0 win. Wow, okay. So we were just saving all of our goals for the Stars, really trying to prove ourselves as the best team in the West, as we're having an up and down part of the season here in December. Back-to-back wins would make me happy. Can we beat Anaheim again? We lose to Anaheim. But we are still first in the division, and Anaheim is second, but only 5 points behind us with a lot of games in hand. Maybe I kind of want to switch the defensive pairings back. Because how do we do this month? So we had 1-0-2, 1-1-2, 2-1-2, 2-2-2, 3-2-2, 4-2-2, 5-2-2, 5-3-2, 6-3-2, 6-4-2, 7-4-2, 7-5-2, 7-6-2. So, under 500 that month. So, I'm going to switch the defensive pairings back to what they were. We're only 5 points ahead of what was it, McNabb up here? Or was it Schmidt? I think it was Schmidt was playing on our first line, because I would love to see him jump. But Braden McNabb, are you nobody? I think nobody fits our first line, our first pairing. Everybody kind of does. Nate Schmidt's probably the least likely to fit. But because we don't have anybody with double check marks, there's no reason in trying to change for chemistry. Alec Martinez does not fit. Schmidt doesn't really either. He's balanced, so he's medium. But anyway, all right, we'll go ahead and get to what, 41? Oh, we've already passed 41 games, so we'll double check the stats one more time here before we get up and out of this video. 44 points for Marchessault as he seems to be carrying us. Stastny on that second line doing well. Stone on the first line doing really, really well. Carlson had what, 20 and 28? So in 15 games, he had 11 points, which is fine. I mean, 8 years at 6 million. If he's gonna get 60, 70 points, 6 million's fine. I don't expect him to be a first line center with those kind of numbers, but Pacioretty's even. Who's the worst minus? It would be Nate Schmidt. Man, I really want to trade him, but it's just, he just signed that contract. Nobody's really going to probably want to take him on. I could find a trade and see what the computer says. But Ryan Reeves, Shea Theodore also having a poor season as our number one guy. Like 6 years at 5 million, that's also really cheap. But man, do we need a bona fide number one defenseman? That's what we really need. And Chandler Stevenson there doing his thing. In goal, wow, Marc-Andre Fleury absolutely took off in the 8 games he played. Yeah, must have really lit it up when he played. Leonard played I wouldn't say poorly, but he regressed from his 920s into the 19s. So he definitely played a little bit worse with his goal against average going up by about 0.25 points. But Fleury, definitely, it's nice to see him rebound like that. But this goaltending tandem is absolutely insane. So rookie skater wise, Cody Glass, 20 points in 43 games on the third line, getting shorthanded. Oh, he's getting some power play time too, and he's got a shorthanded point. So 15 and a half minutes a night, 20 points in 43 games. If he finishes the season with 40, 10 and 30, I'll be fine. 10 goals, 30 assists. I'll be happy with that, especially considering the fact that he's an 80 overall now. He was a 79 to start the season, but he does look pretty good with passing at 85. Offensive and defensive awareness, both at an 84, and his wrist shot accuracy of an 84 as well. So he's a pretty good all-arounder. I'd like to see him grow in those categories just a little bit more. But he's a perfect fit for the third line, except for the fact that he doesn't like the scheme, probably. That's why I assume he's not full bar. Unfortunately, he doesn't fit. So maybe we are going to look to sack our coach, perhaps, if we don't end up doing well this season, if somehow we fall off. But let's go ahead and check out the team stats. We are first, but like I said, 3 games in hand by the Anaheim Ducks to pick up 5 points. They could do it. They'd have to go 2-0-1 to pick them up, but we would still have, holy crap, we've only won 1 game in a shootout. So the tiebreakers are really in our favor there, guys. But goals for per game. Let's hit the right button here and sort. It's us. Oh wow, the Coyotes are. Oh, that's sad. 3. That's a very entertaining game though. As a Coyotes fan, you should enjoy going to games, even though you guys see yourself lose 5-4 like all the time. But we are first in goals for per game, and we're the second best in our division in goals against per game. I think it's a matter of time. I mean, I say a matter of time, but what are we on pace for? Like 100 points? Yeah, like even if we take out 2 wins, we'd have 51 points in 41 games. We're on pace for over 100 points, so I'll take it. Power play percentage. Our power play is killing it, guys. That bodes really well. Penalty kill percentage. Penalty kill looks really good too. Cody Glass on that second second penalty kill. Ryan Reeves is doing well. We got 3 shorthanded goals, 4. 5-5 in our last 10, although it seems like the whole division's kind of been a little bit sluggish. We're third, so nobody's really taken off, which is good for us sitting at the top of the division. If everyone else just wants to just be average, I'll definitely be content with that. But there's really nothing I'd say we need to fix. I mean, we're the 4th best team in the league. I'm guessing because it says rank 4th up there at the top. Let's go to the entire league, and yeah, we're the 4th best. Excuse me. Oh yeah, there we go. We are the 4th best team in the league. The Dallas Stars are 3 games in hand on us, 2 games in hand from the Leafs and the Capitals. But we are clearly the class of the Pacific Division. So things are going well. Let's hope that we can turn it into some more success through the next episode, and we can maybe get a deep playoff run. I mean, there's nothing about this team that screams, uh-oh, I'm worried about the playoffs, because we have 2 really solid goaltenders. The only problem might be, who do I go with? Fleury's poise of 90 and Leonard's poise of 80. I mean, I want to say that's the playoff stat that they look for, but then again, I'm not 100% sure. So Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.